Okay, good afternoon. My name is Chris Lewis, and I apologize for my video presentation being this way. I'm having to use my iPad, my laptop, my desktop, and my webcam have malfunctioned on me, so I'm having to improvise the best way I can. But today we are going to go over my project, and the project that I chose to do was over the frog life cycle for the learning stations. And here in just a moment I'm going to flip my iPad over to show you how I have my stations set up and kind of go over a brief explanation of how each one is going to work, and hopefully that'll give you enough detail and idea of how I would operate this type of lesson. So I'm going to go ahead and take this off of myself and kind of show you around the classroom and show you what I've got set up. So hang on just a second. Okay, what I have here is a little activity for my special needs students. It's a little toilet paper roll frog activity. You just take your ordinary toilet paper roll and use this template to cut out this stuff right here, and as you can see, you can make, you know, a little cute frog to start off with the life cycle. Then moving over here, I have another special needs activity, even for ESL learners who are learning new words and stuff, how to make the frog life cycle wheel. Now there's two ways that we can do this. You can either use this template, cut this out, and use this template with no words, so the special needs students or the ESL learners can fill in their own words that go in there, or if they're having a difficult time, I have a template that already has the words in there and the steps, and they can go ahead and just cut and paste and do like I did right there. And then if they wanted some extra practice, well, then they could go ahead and use this template and do it themselves over here. Another way that they could do it is they could take this tin foil and this blue sheet of construction paper and kind of do the same thing as I have over here, and they can use bubble wrap. Bubble wrap would be glued to the tin foil and just get you a little marker and put a little dot on the top of the bubble wrap, and it would look like frog eggs. So moving on over here, I have a book that explains the metamorphosis and the life cycle of the frog in good detail, and I have some activity worksheets. This for kind of the gifted and talented and the students that are at level or above, where they would just read along in their research here, and then they would take this packet and they would just draw and illustrate themselves what each step would look like in the life cycle. And then on this page they would draw a line to match the picture with the description. You have the pictures of the tadpoles in the various stages. Here you would have the life cycle, sorry for the shaking, life cycle of the frogs. And they could also color if they would like. Moving on over here, got another book here that talks of reproduction and development. This one's a little different. This one actually has the pictures in detail for English language learners and for those with special needs, students with special needs. Okay. And the students that are at level or of the gifted and talented nature, they would have, this template to describe and illustrate each stage of the frog, as it is shown here, where we would have ESL and special needs who would have the picture, but they would be able to work on their writing skills and comprehension of the life cycle itself. Now, moving forward into my other part of the classroom, I have, let me hold on one moment. I'm so sorry about that. I have this website that is specifically over the life cycle of the frog. Goes into explicit detail with illustrations and is very informative, going over the steps, the intro. I mean, it's pretty in depth and detail. And then I have another one over here, kind of like a little game where you just drag and it's whoops, shows you I don't know my my life cycle very well. Like that. But with this software and this website here, they would have this little piece of paper, this little activity on their froggy research, and they would write a paragraph about what they know about frogs or what they've learned about frogs. And then last but not least, I've had the opportunity to locate and find tadpoles, quite a few of them, and they would get to see firsthand on how the life cycle is and what it all entails. And here they have the development of frogs. It's a little journal where they can be sure to chart and write down what they've observed through 7 weeks of observation of these tadpoles. Well, that about does it for my learning stations of the frog life cycle. I do apologize for it not being a little more organized and having to use my iPad but I've had to improvise with what I've had. It was a little frustrating not being able to use the equipment that I had set aside to make this project a little more easier to present, but I had to do the best I could. But I hope y'all enjoyed it, and if you have any questions, email me. Have any suggestions, let me know, and I would greatly appreciate it. Thank y'all and have a wonderful day.